Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the second womb class. I am so happy that you are joining me whenever you are watching this. We are going to work with the first womb rite that is part of the Shamanic Alchemy Womb Rites that when we receive, there's 12, when we receive these 12 womb rites, we our womb opens to her fullest potential. So I am sharing this first of the 12 womb rites with you in this course. This is a completely free offering, so I really hope that this supports you and that while you sit and listen to this and receive, that you truly, truly feel that opening and expansion from this first womb rite in your womb. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to open space. I am going to light a candle for us. I have these beautiful matches and I am lighting this candle. Working with blue today. Beautiful. Look at that flame. If you watched the last... let's just let that burn for a second. That energy... If you watched the last class, then you saw that it took it a couple tries to get that flame going. The match did not take immediately in the first master class, which is so funny. But it did here, so that's beautiful. I'm also going to burn a little cedar for this space. Go ahead and just, if you have a candle you want to light with me, feel free to, but now I'm lighting this for the entire group, for everyone who is listening to this at any time, so this includes you. I have a fan on, so the flame is not fully moving how I want it to. There we go. It's lighting the cedar. So let's call in our elements as this lights. Calling in earth to ground us, calling in water to cleanse and clear our fields, calling in air to bring on the higher channeling and knowledge that we are ready to receive at this time, and calling in fire to light the path forward and to light that fire in our womb. There we go, that cedar is going. Coming back to that womb journey from last week, we lit the fire in the womb space, that fire of life force, putting your hand on your lower belly, your womb, and breathing into that lit fire within. So powerful. Calling in the medicine wheel and the directions to hold space for us, calling in north, east, south, west, center, up, and down to hold this space for us so that we can just truly be in the most divine, loving union space that we have available to us at all times. So funny, that just put the candle out. Okay. All right, let's relight this candle. We're going to allow it to burn with us. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Okay, we're ready to open. So, as we begin, I am going to drum just a couple times. I want you to breathe down into your womb and again, light that fire there. Let yourself feel the energy and opening of your womb. Inviting in our womb to this space, inviting in that sacred life force energy of the womb to this space, allowing it to open. Beautiful. Okay. Just a little flat this morning, the drum, but that's okay. We want her medicine. Okay. I want to start by sharing this beautiful, beautiful card. This is from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. Some of you may have this. I know that quite a few of you who have worked with me have this because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. This card that I pulled from here, and I actually just intentionally pulled this card, I knew I wanted this one for today, is the Cosmic Egg, the Divine Feminine. Let's see, there we go. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever-expanding love. So I'm going to actually read part of this card to us, or to you, to this space, because I think this is a really beautiful understanding of the womb and what we're working with. The cosmic egg is the core symbol of the divine feminine's creative force. It is a spiritual motif found in the creation myths of countless cultures and civilizations. It represents a birth, a new beginning, or an expansion of life. And the first womb rite that we are receiving today is a birth, a new beginning, and an expansion of life. In the Rig Veda, one of the oldest texts in any Indo-European language, the cosmos is described as a golden egg-shaped womb. The entire universe is said to have emerged from it. Goes on to talk about how several other cultures also talk about the universe as a womb, as an egg womb. In modern cosmology, it is believed that 13 billion years ago, the entire mass of the universe was compressed into a gravitational singularity, the so-called cosmic egg. And from that singularity, the universe has expanded ever since to its current state and continues in this moment to expand even further. When your soul selects this card, nothing needs to happen. Everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe inside you. All life emerges from within. If you try to exert pressure for something to exist before it's ready, that new life within you won't have the time it needs to fully form. The cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within each one of us. It is the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expressions of life. If we allow what's within us to emerge in divine timing, in kairos or soul time, then what's within us will transform us. The egg is the trust that what is ours can never be taken from us, so there's no need to answer the ego's push to rush the process, to impress others, or to complete something on someone else's timeline. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred, that even in the midst of what looks like chaos or delay or even death, there's a tendril of new life that needs only our trust to eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. So we are working with the divine womb, the cosmic womb, the divine egg, the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. These womb rites are the reclamation of the divine feminine, or her deepest embodiment. This is not divine feminine work where there's a lot of rhetoric about the divine feminine needing to be XYZ certain way, right? You're in your feminine if you're this, you're in your feminine if you're that. Some of that is valid and some of it's very helpful, but this is not about the divine feminine being something that blah, 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 XYZ thing. This is about coming into the fullness of your feminine, your womb, via these rites. This first rite that I am sharing with you today, it is called the Rite of the Sacred Lover. The Rite of the Sacred Lover. We are doing this rite first and foremost. All of these rites have to be done first for ourselves, and then we can bring partnership in later. And not in this transmission. You couldn't bring a partner into this. I'm not coding it for that. I'm not going to share the rite in a way where you could bring in your partner. That cannot come until after you've done all 12 womb rites, which means you need to join Womb Alchemy with me, right? But this is doing the womb rite, the sacred lover activation for ourselves, for our own inner divine union. And that's where everything has to start, right? We cannot create divine union anywhere if we don't have it internally. And so that's what this womb rite is about. It's about creating that divine union with ourself first, because that's where it has to start. That's how it has to start. That's how this work works. So we are going to connect in. Sorry, I'm just checking my notes. I have all these notes of all the things I want to make sure that we cover. We are going to connect into the womb rite very shortly. We are first going to connect into the Akashic field. So the Akashic field, if you've worked with me before, you know that I work with the 23rd dimensional Akashic field. That means I work with the Akashic field that is, God, 15 dimensions higher than where most people, 15-ish dimensions higher than where most people connect into the Akasha. I don't work in the 5th dimension or the 7th dimension for the Akasha. I go into 23. 23 opened to me in March of 2020, of course. And I was asked to bring it forward into the world as a new way to work in the records. So we are working with the 23rd dimensional Akashic records, and we are opening them. I will be opening this, and you get to receive. You don't have to do anything in this whole transmission. You can you don't have to look at me. You can have your computer or your phone next to you and just lie down and receive. You don't have to do anything. So I'm going to be opening the records, pulling them down into our collective space so that they open within our womb spaces. The records sit in the cervix of the womb, the cervix and the first door of the womb, the first gates or space of the womb, which is the south, the front of the womb. So between the cervix, so if the womb, here's our womb. The cervix is our entrance, right? The cervix and the front of the womb, and then, back, sides, all that, right? Cervix in the front of our womb is where our records sit and open. This is because our records the Akasha records are the records of our life, right? And our ancestry and our soul, and our past lives, ancestral lines, and, anything else related to where we've been before and what our soul's done. That is stored in the cervix and the front of the womb. So our records open in those spaces. So I'm going to be opening the Akashic records in the womb space. We'll take a couple of minutes just to breathe into those and feel that. And then I will bring you into the rite. We are journeying into, this is a shamanic journey. We are journeying into an aspect of Avalon, ancient Avalon. Not the Avalon that exists today, or that is said to exist in Glastonbury. We're traveling into Avalon several 100,000-ish years ago. So that's where these rites come from. Avalon was a society in the past that was deeply, deeply connected into womb work. The Avalonian priestesses and priests and shamans, shamanesses, they worked deeply, deeply, deeply with the womb and sexual energy and sacred sexuality. These rites come from Avalon, or the way I teach them come from Avalon, this iteration of womb rites, because it is the easiest and most open energy for us to connect in with today. Avalon is an easy cultural and collective remembrance. There's still so much love and beauty and curiosity about Avalon. And so it's very open to work with. It's an easy space for us to connect into, which is why these womb rites came through to me via the magic, the purpose, the magic, the force of Avalon, because it's accessible to everybody who is ready to receive them. Avalon is very accessible. And we don't need to make this harder than it needs to be, right? We could connect into other spaces, but it would take more energy. And we are all about, with these womb rites, we are about reclaiming our energy, reclaiming our life force. And part of reclaiming means sometimes, and in this case it's true, means that we don't need to make it harder for ourselves than is necessary. And so that's exactly what we're doing here. We're not making it harder than it needs to be. We are working with Avalon because it's a beautiful open space. Even if you have zero soul connection to Avalon, even if you don't have any Celtic connection in your bloodline, and I mean, that's the other reason as well, as I am trained in Celtic shamanic um, practices and work, and that has a huge influence in my shamanic practices. And Avalon is connected in with the Celtic traditions, of course. But even if you have no connection to anything Celtic or anything like that, this is still open and accessible to you. You are part of the collective. This is collective energy. You can receive this, and you will receive this. This is very, very open to all of us when we're ready for it. So what I'm going to be doing is when we go into the rite, I will be activating you into the rite of the Sacred Lover. I will share more about what this rite means as we are actually in the middle of activating, in the process of doing it. I don't want you to have preconceived notions as we go into it. Do know that if you continue watching after this point, you are consenting to this activation. If you don't want to receive it at any point, you can just shut off the video. But this is a very gentle, loving activation on your body. This is not overwhelming. This is not meant to make things, feel difficult in your space by any means at all. This is actually like a really, really lovely opening for the womb and for your sacred energy. So I will also at the end give integration tips to integrate this womb rite into your daily life. And then I'll talk a little bit more at the end about what it looks like if you would like to receive the other 12 womb rites, because it is a journey through the womb to receive these 12 rites. And I'll talk a bit more about my process and how these came to be, how I found them, how I was given access to them, why I was given access to them, and why I am sharing them. But for now, we are going to experience, because I personally like to experience and then go into the logical brain, let's talk about it stuff. So that being said, go ahead and get yourself really comfortable if you're not already. If you have a carnelian, this is a wonderful sacral womb stone. If you have one, go ahead and pause me and go grab it. If you don't, absolutely fine. You don't need it. It's more just if you have it, grab it. So I am working with my carnelian, so I have this energy. It will become part of the energy of this this recording, this call. All right. Go ahead and close your eyes. Connecting into your body, connecting into your breath. Deep breath in, long exhale out. I'm going to call in the Akashic field first. Calling in the 23rd dimension of the Akasha and asking for our filaments of light in this group to be connected in with the filaments of the 23rd dimensional Akashic field. Calling down 23 into this space, allowing it to come into the womb space of each of us that are here. Anyone listening to this at any time, inviting 23 down into the womb space, into the air surrounding you, into the room you're in, and all the way down into your body and into 23. Into the womb, 23 into the womb. If you've never felt 23 before, it's very expansive and fun and cosmic, and it might feel like big energy. And just let your body know it's safe. This is very, very safe, loving energy. 23 is a dimension that everyone can connect in with. That's why I work with it, because although it's a higher dimension of the Akasha, once our bodies remember it, we can start to get used to it. And especially right now, I'm holding the space. You don't have to hold the space of the dimension coming in. We're just inviting whatever aspect of it your body's ready to receive into your field. Calling down the Akashic field, opening with 23 in the womb space, allowing our Akashic records to open within our womb spaces, within the cervix and the front of the womb, and then spreading through the entire womb space, coming upon our books of life and everything that's relevant and pertinent to know there at this time, asking them to be opened, calling in all of the wisdom, knowledge, healing, power, sovereignty, connection, community of the Akashic field and of your Akashic record to be opened within your womb space now, asking for this Akashic energy to fully open in your womb, igniting that fire more deeply, more brightly within the center of your womb space, and allowing anything within your womb that's stored in the Akasha to be opened so that it can be worked with at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The records are now open. Taking a moment, I want you to bring your attention and use your hands, bring your hands to the top of your vulva, the bottom of your tummy, right where the front of your womb is, the front of your uterus is. And just breathing in, seeing if you can, in your mind's eye, imagine your cervix and your uterus, right? So the cervix is at the top of the vagina, the vaginal canal, and the uterus connects right behind the cervix. The cervix is our entrance to the uterus. Seeing if you can imagine them, visualize them, feel them, breathing into them, inviting them to open with this energy, inviting your Akashic field forward. Inviting your womb to speak to you. Maybe she has things to share with you today. Maybe she has things that she wants you to know today. We're going to take some space here, inviting the womb to speak, listening to what she has to say. Feeling free to pick up a pen and paper and just automatic write for a moment before we move into the rite. We're just sitting with the womb and the opening of the records in your womb space. And you may not have any messages come through, and that's totally fine. We're also just allowing the womb to be open, allowing the energy to move. That's all we need to do. Okay. With our open sacral space, our open womb space, we are now calling in the energy of the first sister of the Pleiades into the Akashic space and into the womb. The first sister of the Pleiades that we are working with, her name is Asterope. She connects into the root chakra, and she connects in with this first rite, and we are calling her in, inviting Asterope to be in this space, noticing that you may see or feel a beautiful woman, or goddess, or star being walk towards you in your mind's eye, in your womb space, in your field. And holding out her hand to you, she's going to guide you to a green path. A green, beautiful, flowing path. It's so fluid and flowy, it's almost like water, but you can step on it. And walking with Asterope, you're going to start to follow this path. It's almost like a ribbon unfurling. And it's walking you up through the dimensions. It is going to bring you right to ancient Avalon, where the womb rites are stored. Following this beautiful green path, this green ribbon, this green energy. Allowing your womb to feel the truth that we are coming into a space created specifically for her, to honor her, to love her. And as we reach the end of this path, you step through a door, this beautiful, foresty, wooden door. And as you step through it, your feet hit the grass. and you look up, and right in front of you is a beautiful stone staircase leading you up a mountainside, or it's more of a hillside. Go ahead and with Astarope, either seeing her or feeling her, you're going to start to walk up this staircase. Coming all the way up the mountainside, slowly, the hillside, slowly. And as you reach the top of the stairs, you see in front of you a beautiful stone platform, circular. When you step on this platform, you're going to be connected into an energy stream. This energy stream is blue and gold in color, and it's what I call the shamanic energy of time, light. So we're working with life force energy and time, truth energy in our bodies and our wombs. These two energies, the time light, what they do is they help us connect into the highest truth of ourselves and our body and our souls. So when you are ready, go ahead and step on that circular platform and allow the blue and the gold to come in from the stars above, coming into your belly button and flowing down into your womb. Allowing your womb and your body to experience these energies. They will stay with you as we work with the first rite, and then they will release from your body afterwards. So these help us anchor the rites into our bodies as well. Taking another couple of breaths, just allowing the blue and the gold to mix, coming into your belly button and into your womb. Beautiful. As you're ready, you're going to go ahead and start to step off of that stone platform and walking across a short expanse of grass, seeing in front of you there are two trees and they are facing each other. One tree is a birch, and the other tree is more of a really tall bush. It's a blackberry. Birch and blackberry are the two tree allies who are holding space and supporting this first womb rite. And you are going to step into the space created between these two trees. And as you step into this space, you are calling forward now the divine aspect of you, your divine masculine aspect, or your divine feminine, depending on which energy you feel like you hold more in your daily life. Most likely it's going to be divine masculine, the divine masculine aspect, but if it does feel like it needs to be divine feminine, trusting that, you're going to call in this aspect of your soul, noticing how this aspect of your soul shows up. Does this aspect show up just as an energy? Does it show up as a person, a version of you? Inviting this version in. This version of you is going to stand directly across from you in this space, and you're going to hold hands with them. Knowing that you can see this or feel this, it doesn't matter. Or you can just imagine it. It's part of the magic too. And as you connect in with this divine aspect of yourself, I am now going to call in the first womb rite, the rite of the sacred lover, inviting it to come in from the stars, spiraling down into this space between the trees where you are standing with your other half of self. This is not a partner. This is not someone you know. This is truly the other side, the other aspect of you, your your subconscious, your spirit, your soul, however you want to see this, your masculine, your feminine, the aspect of you that you don't carry as consciously every day. Inviting this, right, to spiral down from the stars, and spiraling down into your body, all the way down into your womb and down into this aspect of yourself that you're working with. The sacred lover, the rite of the sacred lover. This first way that we receive this rite is via becoming activated to the understanding of ourself as our own best, most sacred lover. Your body, your spirit, they are your sacred lover. We're inviting your body to fully come into this, where you attune to the body as the most sacred lover, where you attune to your soul as your most sacred lover, allowing this energy to come in and through and around you. It's blue, it's gold. This is why we called in the blue and the gold first, so they help this integrate, opening your cells, inviting your body to receive this, inviting your cells to receive this, inviting your soul to receive this. Treat yourself, treat your body like the most sacred lover that exists. You are your own most sacred lover. Apologies if you heard my doorbell within that. But coming back into this space, feeling that activation coming down through the space, through the trees, into your body, into your womb. The rite of the sacred lover, again, is about treating ourselves as our most sacred lover. There is no one in the world who is a better lover to ourselves than we are to ourselves. And if that does not ring true to you at this moment, that just indicates and means that you have a beautiful journey to go on to become your own best sacred lover. Your womb is the seat of your own inner union, and we start by becoming a lover to ourselves. When we treat ourselves, our masculine aspect, our feminine aspect, our body, our soul, in the most powerful and loving way that we absolutely can. When we treat our body, our soul, our masculine, our feminine with the same loving tenderness that you would treat your most divine human lover, the most divine partner you can imagine, that is when we come into true union with ourselves. And that's why this is the first rite, because in order to open our womb, we must learn how to treat ourselves with that divine love, with that divine opening, that divine sacred lover energy that our womb deserves, that our body deserves. Treat yourself as your lover, your body as your most sacred lover, with respect, love, honor, courtesy, reverence. Right now, as we receive this, your lover, you're receiving your lover as you. You are your own most sacred lover. Inviting this aspect of yourself that you've called in to be within this rite with you, whether it's your masculine or your feminine or your body or your spirit. Inviting this aspect to merge with you. Maybe you even visualize, imagine that you are loving yourself, that you are giving yourself hugs and kisses and massages, touching yourself with reverence. And as you listen to this, you can be working with your body, touch your body with reverence and respect, inviting this activation fully all the way down into your cells. Just some light language coming through if you've never heard before. This is the biggest activation that you will have experienced up till now. This activation of seeing yourself, your body, your spirit, your energy, your masculine, your feminine as your biggest lover and supporter and partner. This is a game changer for your entire energetic body. This is life-giving, feeling that fire in your womb ignite even more as you invite this activation deeper into your body. This is life, 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 life. The sacred lover, this rite is an opening to love and life itself. And when you are ready, this activation that continues to flow down from the stars above, you're going to bring it into your heart space, seeing it as a flower, because the sacred lover activation allows love to unfold within us like a flower. And we're going to anchor this activation in the heart like a rose, within the shape of a rose. Anchoring the rose in your heart so that anytime you want to connect into your sacred lover activation, you can connect into your rose, connect into your heart, and allow the lover, this energy, to unfold those beautiful rose petals into life, blossoming in your heart. You may feel this in your throat, in your heart, and in your womb. Those are the three places that so far people feel this activation the most. And we are anchoring it into the heart. And how you anchor is you simply invite that image, that rose, into your heart with the activation energy, and invite it to stay, to connect in with your body, with your cells, and to make its home so that it lives within you. Inviting the sacred lover deeper into your body and your womb, into your heart. Inviting this aspect of you that you are working with to merge with your field and your body. Inviting this part of you to know that you will always revere it, that you will always love it, that you will always just work with this aspect of yourself with the greatest love and reverence and support. Beautiful. Now connecting back in to the energy of Asterope, the sister, the Pleiades, who's here holding space with us. Inviting her to help you anchor this activation deeper into your body, opening up your root chakra and inviting in the safety that comes when your body knows, when your spirit knows that you are your own most sacred lover, that you are working with yourself and your energy as the most sacred lover that exists. The safety that your body feels when it knows that you see it as a lover, as your lover, and not as something to work against. And allowing that to land in your root and inviting Asterope to support this and however your body needs, your spirit needs, your energy needs. Inviting yourself to be open, to receive, to receive, to receive. Sacred lover is also about receiving your own love. So often we give it outwards. So we give, and we don't even know how to receive love from ourselves, let alone anyone else. And so this activation is about learning to receive your own love, giving yourself the love that you need. Beautiful. I want you to go ahead and give your body a few loving touches. Maybe it's your stomach, maybe it's your breasts, maybe it's your womb, maybe it's your legs, maybe it's your face that you give the loving touch to. Maybe it's all of those spaces. Maybe it's your throat, maybe it's your heart. Inviting this to land fully, fully, fully. Beautiful. And as the activation comes to a close, the energy from the stars bringing the activation down closes and ends. I want you to take a few deep breaths and feel this union that you've invited open within yourself between your soul and your body, your masculine and your feminine. You as your own most sacred lover. There's no one in this earth, no one in this universe, no one that exists who can give you the love that you can give yourself. It must start with you. Feeling the energy of your root open and receiving this love, this activation, and the energy of this activation anchored into that rose in your heart. And as you are just breathing into this, you are going to step out of the trees, out of this space, stepping back across the stone circle platform, allowing the blue and the gold that have been supporting your body to release now. And as you walk to the stairs, anchored in with all of your own aspects of self, feel that activation glowing strongly in your heart, in your root, in your womb. Go ahead and start to slowly walk down the stairs, back down the hillside. Walking yourself back down until you reach the grass at the bottom. Taking a minute here to feel this rite of the sacred lover working throughout your entire body. And then seeing the door in front of you that you came through, walking back through it onto that beautiful green flowy path. And this time, if you want to, you can go ahead and sit down on the path, and like it's a slide, it will slide you all the way back down through the dimensions and all the way back down into your body. Guiding you all the way back down into your body. You may notice Asterope coming with you to anchor you back into your root. And as you come back into your body, go ahead and just breathe into your body and start to move a little bit. Maybe you just kind of roll your hips a little bit. Roll your neck. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Feeling that Akashic, keep your eyes closed for another moment. Feeling that Akashic energy within your womb space. Now that you're back here out of journey space, notice the anchoring of that rite, that activation in your heart space, and the safety in your womb and in your root. That fire lit in your womb. Beautiful. And now I'm just going to ask the records to disconnect from our space, allowing each of us to move forward fully in our own energy now, thanking the records for their support and help, thanking Esther Robe for her support and help, and allowing the records to close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the records are now closed. Beautiful. Okay. That candle I lit at the beginning 45 minutes ago, it's already almost burnt out, which happened last week when I recorded as well. The candle burnt itself totally out. And to me, that's just a representation of how powerful this work is, that the candles are burning themselves out. Okay, so here we are. You've received the first rite. It will continue to work within your heart space, in that space you anchored it, to open up your heart to receive this love. So, integration techniques. First off, heart massage. Massage all the way down through your sternum, massaging your breasts, just cupping your breasts and massaging, like digging is the wrong word, gently pressing your fingers into your chest and just pulling gently. You can use some oil. If you had rose oil or rose water, that could be beautiful to use with this. Opening your heart, okay? That's going to really help that activation settle in more. Next, as we connect into ourselves as our own greatest lover, one of the biggest places that we need to connect in is with our body as our lover. So often in today's world, we disconnect from the body. We go, my body doesn't feel quite right, doesn't look how I want it to look. It doesn't feel like how, mine in some sense. This is a pretty common feeling. So if you resonate with this, know you're not alone. And we have to reconnect into our body as our biggest lover, as our biggest, like we are treating our body like a lover, right? And if you have been with a really beautiful, divine partner, and by divine I don't mean like the most, like divine just means someone who's loving to you and you feel safe and healthy in this relationship. It doesn't have to mean anything more than that. If you've been in that kind of lovership, then you'll know what I mean when I say like being with a lover, like that kind of lover, the way they touch you, right? It's so, so, so lovely, so, so, so nourishing, right? Even if you've never experienced that, you can give this to yourself. You can show your body what this feels like by yourself. And so that means that you are spending time with your body, just loving it, touching it. It doesn't have to be sexual. It can be. You can use this to like lovingly touch your body and call in sexual pleasure and call in orgasm, and you can use this that way, but it doesn't have to be. It could be that you are touching your body and letting your body know, oh my God, I love you, you're so beautiful. And somatically, I want you to work on letting everything, let it all hang out. Like all the places that you suck in and tighten and all of that, like let it hang out. Let your stomach hang. Let your womb hang. Give your womb space to breathe. We like suck our tummies in and our womb doesn't get to breathe. Give it space to breathe. Like don't wear a bra. Like give your breast space to breathe. Take some time at some point to integrate this, like totally naked. Give your whole body space to breathe. Give your pussy space to breathe, right? This is womb work. Our pussy is part of that. Give her space to breathe. Let it all hang out. All of the pokey, dangly bits that you like want to keep hidden, let them hang. That's how we let the body know that we love her, that we support her, that she is so important, right? And I know I'm speaking in the she and the feminine a lot here. If you are receiving this, if you are receiving this and you are male, you have masculine energy, you have masculine, like you have a male body, you can receive this, you have a womb as well. Same thing. Let your body know that he's supported. Or if you've never really connected with your body before, you may not feel like she or he works. You might talk to your body as just as they, as it, as my beautiful body. You don't have to use a gender, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. I just talk about my body often in she, so that's coming through. In how I talk about this work. But if it doesn't resonate, find what resonates for you with your body, with your womb. Yeah, so letting it all hang out, touching yourself. That is how we work with the body, with this rite. We have to touch ourselves like the most sacred lover. Like our body is the most sacred lover we have ever gotten to see or experience. Like our body is the most sacred being that we've ever felt in ourselves, in our cells, in our body, in our selves. All aspects of self. And then as we integrate this, as the first rite comes into your body, you may notice that you become more aware of the places in your field, in your body, in your life that are pokey, that are uncomfortable, that don't feel totally right. And I use the word pokey for this, but you could use a different word if you want to. It's like noticing the places that are in alignment, essentially. What's pokey in your body? What's pokey in your field? And can you love it free? Can you, if you feel a pokiness of like, I don't feel fully heard, can you massage your throat and love your words free? Right? If you feel it if you feel pokey in some part of your body, like, I wish this part was different, I wish it could change, could you just massage that part and love it open, love it free? Not loving it to change it, just loving it to love it. Loving it free, loving your body free. Beautiful. So this activation and this integration is so much about loving your body, loving your masculine, loving your feminine, loving your body, loving your soul. I often think of and teach that the body is our masculine, it holds us, and our soul is our feminine. And so we are working with body, soul, masculine, feminine as we work with this rite. And again, figure out how your body wants you to talk to it. Again, it might be like me where you talk to your body as her, as this beautiful, beautiful, like feminine part of you, or you might talk to your body as just your body. Maybe different for you, and allow it to be. Allow yourself to figure out and to explore how your body wants you to connect with her, with it. Okay. So integrate this right in, using all these practices, these ways of working with your body and your somatic experience that I've talked about, touch and letting it all hang out and breathing into what's pokey or just uncomfortable and bringing love in, treating yourself as your own sacred lover. Know that this will continue to unfold for you as long as you let it. You can always connect back in, breathe back into the rose in your heart and invite it to unfold and release the activation deeper into your body. That's why we anchor it, so you can do that. Okay. So this is rite 1 of 12. There are 12 sacred rites of womb alchemy, and they build on each other. And the last rite opens us up into our fullest cosmic creator self. It is life-changing. They are all life-changing together as a journey. I am offering all 12 of these activations within Shamanic Womb Alchemy. It is a 15-week group course. We start September 19th, and we are going to be journeying so beautifully and deeply with the womb. Every week, we will work with a new rite. We will take a couple of weeks off for integration within those 15 weeks. So you'll have a couple of weeks in between to integrate everything in. And every week after we receive a rite, I will be giving you practices, some of them energetic, some of them somatic, some of them physical, mental, spiritual, to anchor and integrate those activations into your body and into your soul and mind and reality. These womb rites came to me. I've been working on compiling them for about a year, but I've been working within the womb space of Avalon for a couple of years at this point. The womb rites came to me to help me heal my womb space. I've had a lot of trauma in that space, and last year, after a very, very traumatic experience that really broke my womb open, these womb rites came in to help me heal that trauma. And they were an incredibly important part of my process and continue to be an incredibly important part of my process in aligning with my womb and my womb power and my work. Womb alchemy, shamanic womb alchemy, these womb rites, these are a reclamation of our womb energy and our feminine energy and our creative power. The womb this is the place that we as a collective need to heal, is the womb. It has been just pushed aside and villainized for so long, because the womb is our creative power and it's also our sexual energy, and sacred sexual energy is hugely important. And activations, as we get further into the 12 rites, do connect in with the sacred sexual aspects of our womb. And this one does too. I mean, it's the rite of the sacred lover. There's sexuality in that. The deeper you get into it, the more you'll find that as you continue to allow it to work in your body and you work with the massage and the somatic practices, it becomes sexual pleasure that you start to open just by massaging your body. And our sacred sexuality has been pushed away for so long. And although it's starting to come back into the mainstream, and there are more and more people talking about it and talking about the womb, it's incomplete. It's still incomplete because there's still a lot of bypassing of the full understanding of the womb. It's either often where I find in my experience, people either talk about sexuality or they talk about working with the womb just to open it enough to have a child, for example, or to work a little bit with, what may have been in there, but there's not like what may be stored, but there's not a full dive into the womb. And what womb alchemy is about is bridging the gap between talking about the womb just as sexual and talking about the womb just diving into it to get one thing that we need and leaving, right? Because that's not full opening, that's not full mastery. And full mastery of the womb is what we need to have full mastery of ourselves and to shift what is happening in this world collectively. If we want to be part of the healing of this collective, of this world, of what we're going through, the womb is our guide for that. And it's so important that we work with her. This is coming through, this came through me, and I'm offering this course at this time because the messages and the understanding of the womb as being so important to our progress and to our healing as a collective is so strong. And so we will be working in womb alchemy with sacred sexuality, with sacred womb work. We will be working to clear things from the womb. We'll be working to open the womb. We'll be working to open our sexuality. We'll be working to create mastery of our womb space and what she holds and what she has, that's like what we can learn from her. So this is not just about having better orgasms, and this is not just about clearing your womb so you can create one thing or create something for your life. This is about connecting into your womb as your guiding force of your life, because that is what she should be. That is how powerful the womb is she should be your guiding force. That is what she is meant to be. Taking a moment to let that land. Womb alchemy, shamanic womb alchemy, this work, these rites, receiving all 12 of them, this is an initiation into a way of life. A way of life where you walk from your womb, you teach from your womb, you work from your womb, whatever it is that you do for work. You don't have to be a spiritual coach or entrepreneur or anything like that. Like, you could be doing anything. We need this in all aspects of life. And this is an initiation and an opening to live from your womb and to come from a womb-centered place. The womb is the center of our life force energy, our love, our power, our magic, everything. Everything comes from the womb. This is about reclaiming that and living that. Living from the womb has totally changed my life. And it's changed my body too. You know, we should not be having cysts, fibroids, pain, heavy bleeding, all this kind of stuff from our wombs, from our periods, from our cycles. I absolutely love my period. I love my cycle. I love bleeding. It is one of my favorite things. I have gone through in my course of opening and healing my womb. I've gone through times when it was very painful, because that can happen as we heal, is that we release things and it releases out with our bleed. But if you already have a painful bleed, it's not any worse than that, right? And now within this space of having really connected into my womb and loved my womb and living from this womb-centered place, from this womb alchemy place, I love my bleed. It is one of my favorite times of the month. It is so powerful. It is so powerful energetically, emotionally, sexually. It's incredibly powerful. It is so powerful with creation, with honoring our cycles. And we are going to be opening into the place where you can love your womb in that same way, where you can love your bleed, where you can love your body, where you can love your sexuality, where you can really lead from it. Everything I do in my life and my work, my business, my partnership, everything comes from my womb. Everything comes from my sexuality and my sacred sexuality and my sacred womb work. I don't make decisions without connecting in with my womb. I follow my womb when it came to meeting my partner. I followed my womb. If you already have a partner, then this will just open you deeper into that partnership, right? Everything in my life really comes from my womb and from my connection to my womb, because I trust her so deeply. I understand my womb as the seat of my power and my knowledge and everything that I hold. Everything I'm here to create comes from my womb, and that is true for all of us. And Womb Alchemy, this course, this offering, is about connecting you in with that power. So this is the first time that I am offering Womb Alchemy, this 15-week course. I will be offering it again. This is definitely something that will continue to be offered. However, I do want to invite you into this first round. There is huge energy in being part of the first cohort to go through something. There's huge healing in going through this with a group, and also on a very human level. This first offering, this first group, I am offering at a lower price than I will ever offer this again. Because of how powerful this work is, I am offering at first for this first round at a lower price, but it will be increasing the next time I offer the course. So if you are looking and ready to connect in with your womb and this full embodiment of womb alchemy, where it's not just sexuality and it's not just clearing, it is both. It is life, it is pleasure, it is love. It's also looking at shadow, and it's doing really beautiful, pleasurable shadow work. Womb alchemy work makes shadow work pleasurable, orgasmic, like loving. It's so much more fun to do shadow work this way, I swear. Having done it in many different ways, this is the funnest and also honestly the quickest way to do shadow work is with the womb. And so we are doing all of it. All of it comes into this space. We are meeting as a group because there's huge power in doing this with a sisterhood. And yeah, we start September 19th. So we've got a little bit of time to join. This is the place to be to open up your womb and connect into your womb power and your sacred sexuality and all of it, to fully be well-rounded within your womb space and everything your womb holds. This is the work. And I can say that with complete confidence because this work is just life-changing, and I have shared it with others who have felt the same kind of beautiful shifts in their womb, their relationships, their life, their everything. It's not a one like you this it's not a effortless path. You receive the rites, you receive the integration, or you do the integration. You have to do the integration. You have to make this, part of your work, part of your day, part of your life. But it doesn't have to be hours of your life. It can be, I break it down into ways where you can dedicate 15 minutes a day to your womb and watch your life shift as you receive these rites and as you receive this group work and everything that we will be learning about the womb and our sexuality and our creative life force within this space. So if you would like to join me, I will have the link to join shared with this video. Wherever you're watching it, you will be able to just go straight to my website to join the container, and know that if you would like, there are also payment plans available to join the container, and you can just reach out directly to me for that if you would like it. Okay, beautiful. So I think that's all I need to say about the womb alchemy and just this whole journey. So let's go ahead and close our space. So I just want to thank our elements for holding this space for us, thanking the directions for holding space, and thanking each and every one of you as you watch this. Whenever you watch it, your energy is part of this space that we've created. And so thanking you and honoring you and blessing you and allowing this space to close, allowing everyone's energy to move back into themselves, fully disconnecting my energy from this space and allowing it to fully dissolve and close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. And our space is closed. I'm just going to go ahead and drum us out. Just a couple of beats. And so it is. Thank you. Let me put the drum down. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I so hope that this womb rite, you feel this so deeply in your body in the most beautiful way. Go enjoy connecting into yourself as your sacred lover, and I hope to see you in the upcoming Womb Alchemy class. It is going to be magical. I'm so excited about this, and I just cannot wait to share this, so I hope to see you there. All right, thanks again for joining me. Sending you lots of blessings and love. I'm going to blow out our candle. Completely burned down. It was literally at its last little piece of like the wax is totally burned out. So beautiful. We got some powerful energy in this space. So thank you for being part of it. Sending you lots of love.